popular guests like Andrew Tate and keep making these videos. I think I'd like to say like by now this podcast is like the #1 podcast in Dubai, and like especially after this video I'd say the #1 podcast in the Middle East. So let's just get straight into it. I'm just gonna summarize your story real quick. Andrew Tate, all of you have seen him, recently Google's most searched man, the man that broke the internet, the most famous person on social media that isn't on social media. Thank you so much for coming on here. Really, I appreciate it. I know this podcast has a lot more to benefit from you being here than you do. So I really appreciate your time. We're going to talk about everything, and this is going to be a good one. So usually we start by going through people's journeys. I'll just summarize it real quick, and then we can get into the details. From what I understand, your story, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, you were born in Washington, you were raised in Luton. Your dad's an African-American chess grandmaster. Your mom was a catering assistant. You learned to play chess at 5 years old. And as a kid, you were already playing adults tournaments. You then started kickboxing and you became 4 times world champion in 2 different weight divisions. Then you started appearing in a reality TV show called Big Brother. You were removed after 1 week. Then you started your webcam business. And after webcam business, you simultaneously started the Hustlers University, which was like a course or like a university. And then you started your casino business after that. I get everything right?
Yeah, it's a very sparse explanation of my life. Of course, there's a lot of detail missing, and I kind of feel like I've lived many different lives. I feel like I've been alive many different times. People ask my life story, and it's hard for me to surmise in one compendious series of events because I've lived this entire existence as a professional fighter, this entire existence as a webcam owner, this entire existence broke, this entire existence rich. I feel like I've been alive many times, if that makes sense. So it's even difficult for me to surmise my life. It's been so varied. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate.
But now you're in Dubai. Yeah, you've been here for like a week or so.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being in Dubai? The best city on earth.
It is. It's the city of the future.
Yeah.
It is. I have nothing but good things to say about Dubai, and it goes all the way from down to the very base level, all the way up to the top. But the fact you can just walk around safely, that removes 80% of the world's cities nowadays.
Yeah. And if you can have everything in another country, you're rich, you have everything, but you can't even use what's the point of being rich there?
Completely. And if you don't even have your safety, what do you have, right?
Yeah.
So there's only a few cities left on earth you can even, like, this is just a Chiron watch. I only wear this in Dubai. I wear it in Bucharest, but that's because I have Bucharest locked down head to toe. Most people don't.
It's your place.
It's my place, yeah. Tokyo. Maybe some cities in Australia, which were kind of okay, but they're getting a bit worse.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's it. You can't wear it in Western Europe. You can't wear it in America. You can't wear it in South America. You can't wear it in Africa. You can't wear a nice watch that you've earned. Honestly, it's absolutely not incredible.
And you know, they say like, it's because Dubai has or like UAE has all these resources, but every country has resources. But the problem is too much corruption there. For the rulers don't invest what they have in the country, in the infrastructure and stuff.
Yeah, so, the people will always make excuses, but you're completely right. There's a whole bunch of African nations with mass resource.
Maybe.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of Western nations with a bunch of resource. But yeah, I think it comes down to the leadership and the vision of the leadership and the fact they truly care.
Exactly.
And that's different. And that's an argument that can be long and very, very detailed and interesting about the differences between a democracy and perhaps the ruling system here. Because a democracy, a lot of people get in, they have 3-4 years in power. There's a huge bunch of bureaucracy.
They just want to extract as much money as they can before
and then bounce, right?
The changes they make now, they'll see results in 10 years when they'll be gone.
They'll be gone, so they don't care.
They don't care.
And also there's a whole bunch of bureaucracy behind them, which makes it very slow to change. It's very hard. Yeah. Like, I don't understand completely how UAE is run, but I'd like to think that if the sheikh were to walk down the road and say, change this, it would be changed the same day.
Yeah.
Whereas in England or America, change this. Committee decides to change the law, goes to Congress, the vote. Then it costs $4 billion, and then next year maybe some guy will start to come. It's just slow.
And the construction company will keep $3 billion. They'll use $1 billion.
And it's very slow. And what did we say earlier about the key? We said speed. We said that it's the fastest people who adopt the quickest to change who are going to survive. And if that's going to be true, then I guess you can extrapolate it out and also apply it to a city or a country or a civilization. And the fact that Dubai is so adaptable and can adapt in real time means that it's basically the only city on the planet where no matter what happens in the world, they're always going to be the best possible position. I don't think that Dubai has any competition. I think it's seriously, genuinely the best city on earth. I think it's #1.
Nice.